Good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of plane spotting here at Tucson International Airport. Good to see everybody. Wanted to make sure everybody was aware of what's happening. We're over here checking out some of the aircraft. We're going to have some F-16s take off this morning. They were doing night operations a couple of nights ago, or I believe last night, and they were taking off with full afterburner and things like that. So we kind of missed that because unfortunately we have to work. But right now, as you can see, it's pretty cloudy outside. Just checking the conditions. Hello, Melanie Elrod. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. If you're checking out the weather here, it may rain today. So what we're going to do is we're going to hold out for the rain. We may have a couple of people come in, a couple of guests come on in here, and we'll maybe be on stream. We'll see what happens. Like I said, today's Thursday. The F-16s probably will be taking off. I did see the foreign object debris truck checking the runway. So I'm more than excited to see if these F-16s will take off or not, but we'll see what happens. I'm going to check the binoculars to see if I see anything down the way here. We do have a Southwest Airlines jet. We also have a American Eagle regional jet poising for takeoff here. Looks like we have an American 737-800 taxiing out. So we're going to check those guys out, and we're going to have a little fun with this today. So I want everybody to have some fun and watch and enjoy. The first live we did in quite a while because of previous engagements as far as the Philippine Mars. Philippine Mars is almost out on display over at the Premier Museum. We may go over there this morning and check her out and do another live stream. We never can tell. But I want to welcome everybody. So if you have any questions for me in the chat room, please let me know. If you want to see something, please tell me to pan over, and we'll check it out. Now I will be we'll be starting a new series on the channel here called How to Airplane Spot. It's not going to be called How to Airplane Spot. It's going to be, the topic is how to airplane spot and what to look for. Hopefully we can inspire some of those who are really interested in aviation to get out there, bear the elements, and enjoy themselves like I do, and like many of the aviation folks on YouTube do. It's going to be really interesting. So yeah, that would be kind of a basically I want to look at how the basics of airplane spotting and doing what I do. Now it's going to take a lot of work, and like I said, if you guys want to see anything on the channel, just let me know. Also, please like and subscribe, and if you can, donate to the channel. That'll help me get out and about more and more. That way I can do more of these live streams at different airports and things like that. So the link is on the top of the channel, and if you see more links, it's going to be at the very bottom of the list. I appreciate any donations or anything like that. That'd be great. That way we can bring more of this to you, things of that nature. So I want to give a shout out to those who are in the chat. If you're in the chat, I know Melanie, you said hi already. If those of you are in the chat and watching, we'll just go ahead and say hi, and I'll give you a shout out. Now looks like we've got some equipment actually going toward. We got action coming up here. It looks like we've got that regional jet going to take. This is Southwest Airlines. They probably taking off to Las Vegas. Probably off to Las Vegas. I kind of like I love the colors of the Southwest jets. They're pretty cool. Now over here that I'm pointing to is the is Bombardier, and they do modifications and finishing on the different aircraft. Of course, we have the new tower over here. The old Tucson tower is over that direction, but it hasn't been abandoned, but I'm not sure what they're going to be doing with it. I'm trying to talk to the Tucson Airport Authority, so we'll see what happens. But let's see what we got going on down the strip here. It looks like we got the American 737 lining up here. It's going to be pretty interesting. Oops. Here we go. There he goes. Pretty decent the way they take off in this type of weather. This looks like he's pretty heavy. Looks like he's pretty heavy. Yeah. So basically, what we're looking for here is we're just checking out here at the airport. We're going to rock and roll. But like I said, we were just talking about the new series going down. I intend on getting things going down and what have you. Looks like we have a Gulfstream 5 from Honeywell taking off out of Phoenix right now. Looks to me like we have a thunderstorm coming, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll be out here till the thunderstorm gets here, which is doesn't look too bad at this point. We'll see what happens at this point in time. We'll see. I believe there goes that check out the regional jet here, guys. Just taking off here. We'll go. Actually, yep, he is taking off. American Eagle, probably headed to Phoenix. It's wonderful how these aircraft take off and do what they're doing and things like that. It's just it's amazing. It's amazing. Try to fix this a little bit. We can. There we go. Looking down the runway here, guys. You're in the chat. Join me and let's have a discussion about what do you think about airplane spotting and things like that. And that'd be kind of interesting. It'd be very interesting to see what people think about it. I know it's not a real big hobby at this point. I mean, there is a lot of folks that do airplane spotting, but unfortunately, it's a hard hobby to get. It's not very hard. Should say it's not a very difficult one. As long as you have a camera, cell phone, things like that, you can do it. And you can do it. I mean, the live stream, it's fairly easy. All you need is a cell phone and maybe a tripod and a microphone and what have you. A little puddle jumper here. Take it off. Looks like some from Epic Aviation. Epic Aviation is a flight training school here at the airport, and they train pilots how to properly handle their aircraft, things like that. So very neat, very neat. Tell you one thing, it's a beautiful, beautiful morning here in Tucson. It's nice and cool. It's not that hot to be out here, to be looking at the aircraft. Now there is Sierra Pacific. They're going to be leaving here shortly. Looks like there's that van right there is just pulled up to the 737 that's in front of us here. That Sierra Pacific is going to be leaving here soon, so we'll be able to see him take off. Be kind of decent. Now I don't hear any F-16s at this point in time. The F-16s once they come up, we'll be able to see them and more than likely hear them in the distance. Basically, they're going to. I know they're going to take off because, like I said, I saw the foreign object debris truck inspecting the runway here at Tucson Airport. So they're going back and forth, making sure that the runway is okay. Make sure there's nothing on the runway that is going to damage the F-16's engines. So looks like we have another aircraft taking off here. Yep. Looks like an E-175 from my vantage point. Yep, it is. It looks like a Delta E-175. Either that or it's an Alaska. Yep, it's Alaska. Oddly enough, Alaska Airlines has got a new paint scheme coming out that it's going to be on all of their new 787s that they've got going on. Now you can tell that one's heavy too. Took most of the runway. Well, as I said before, the 787s at the that Alaska has are going to be they're going to be repainted with a new livery, which coincides with the merger with Hawaiian Airlines. Now, Hawaiian Airlines, as you guys know, operate primarily 787s and things like that, and they're going to have a new livery that looks really cool. It's capturing a lot of the retro liveries. Like, for example, I just captured the TW for the American Airlines. American Airlines has a lot of retro liveries that are really neat looking. It's just the capture of them pretty awesome. It's real nice. Looks like we have another aircraft. Here, let me zoom out just a hair bit. We have another aircraft that's landing. Can't really tell. I believe it's a little puddle jumper, more likely. But as I said before, some of the retro liveries are really pretty. Like I've got the PSA, Pacific Southwest Airlines retro livery. We've got the American original livery, the silver. I've got the Allegheny, Piedmont. Let's see that American Airlines has absorbed in the past years. Now, I did hear something interesting. That's really cool. That Pan American Airlines is actually coming back and they'll probably be uh, flying again, which is going to be really interesting and neat to see. I'm very pleased with that decision. Now I know Pan American has had a bad rap with several crashes, things like that, but Pan American is a big was a big airline at one point, and so was Trans World Airlines. Trans World Airlines was very big, and I think TWA would be very cool to see them come back. But a lot of people say, you know, let that airline die out. I mean, let the new airlines take over. But you know what? You never can tell. It's very nostalgic, as they say. Like we have another E-175 that looks like it's American Eagle taking off here. Here, I'll push this around so you guys can see, hopefully. Yes, the fence is in the way. But tell you what, guys, what I'm going to do is I'll leave it on this tripod for the time being. The iconic tower is in the background there, guys. You see it? As I was talking before, guys, I'm going to be making a series called it's not really an art, so to speak. I mean, if you want to take it further for airplane spotting, you can. I mean, it's like I said, I photograph these aircraft too, and I take video, and I bring live streams to you guys and things of that nature. In fact, we just had a video release a couple of days ago from the Southern California Air Show at March Air Reserve Base, and they had the air show back in March, and I just now finished the highlight video, which is pretty awesome. I mean, the footage was taken by Mr. Scott Manning, who is also a member of Aircraft Expeditions, and he did a fine job of grabbing footage from the F-35, the C-17, KC-135 demonstration, KC-46 demonstration. That was pretty awesome. You know, I'm just out here, you know, like I said, for today, just for something to do, you know, have some fun with you guys and enjoy. And you guys can come along for the ride. Now, yesterday, it was kind of quite interesting. I got the Jet Tip. Basically, Jet Tip is an app where you can actually look at what's coming in, things like that, and see the kind of aircraft that are coming into different airports. I did capture a 777-9 that came from Payne Field, which was in Seattle, Washington. That came to Marana, which is MGJ for the ICAO code, for those that don't know it. But Marana is a spot where it will do testing, undergo testing, ground testing, and flight testing. So we might be seeing it come into the Tucson airport, and that'd be kind of quite interesting, quite nice. It's basically a test bed for the new 777-9-X. Apparently, since now that the Rolls-Royce test bed is retired, they're basically done testing the Trent 1000 engines. So quite interesting. Now, once the F-16s get going here, guys, we're gonna take a we're going to take a stand and we're just going to sit there and let them do what they're going to do. I'm going to actually get my other tripod ready so that we can actually see them. We're going to switch over to that tripod before they take off. So that's what we're going to do now. That's what I'm actually getting set up for. We're getting set up here. So bear with me, guys. We're gonna get set up here, and we're gonna let y'all see what's going on. And what I'll do is I'll move the camera over to the tripod here in just a second. So. All right. So let's move over to this tripod that I got. Let's see, we can't tighten this up a little bit. A little spinny there. Looks like Southwest is moving over there to get the position. Like we have an aircraft on final approach here, right above the center. Not going to be right about here. If you look above. Looks like we got the Tucson airport guys right there. So we're sitting over here at the Tucson airport, doing a little bit of plane spotting, you know, in hopes we see something really interesting. Like I said, more than likely the F-16s will be taking off here later. It's a possibility they'll be taking off within. It's about 7:30 right now, probably within the next few minutes. Those of you that are watching, feel free to jump in the chat and let's go ahead and talk to chat for a little bit. We're just waiting for action. We've had some airliners take off earlier, so we'll see what happens at this point in time. Hopefully they decide to have a little fun. We got another Epic Aviation Cessna 150 taking off. And what I'll do is I'll go back mobile with the other tripod, the little tripod I have, that way I can hold it up for you guys and we can watch the F-16s together once they do take off. We're just having the precursor to all of the things that are going on here at the airport. All right, Southwest Airlines is on the takeoff roll. All right, that's Southwest Airlines. As I said, I don't hear the F-16s winding up yet, so more than likely they're getting prepared for the day. It's a perfect day actually for F-16s to take off. Perfect day. Looks like we have another Cessna 150 actually on the takeoff roll here. If anybody's in the chat, just say come on in and say hi, and then if you want to participate, I will answer any questions. Good to see folks are watching and having a little bit of fun. Hopefully, you join in and join in on the chat. Be nice to see folks actually enjoying themselves. Looks to me like the Sierra Pacific aircraft is actually winding up. He's got his lights on. He looks like he's ready. He's getting ready to go here in just a few moments. That's that aircraft right straight in front of you guys is what looks like it's going to take off here shortly. It's like the truck and the van are leaving, so it looks like they've taken the crew, and it looks like there's a pickup truck right there directly underneath it. We'll probably do about an hour live stream, guys. Maybe a little bit more, just to see what's going on. If the F-16s haven't taken off by then, I'll be making a video of the takeoffs and the landings and things like that. Now let's check the binoculars and see what we see over here. Now our current spotting location is at the fire department, where the fire department is by the air cargo number 2, which is basically right near the runway. Looks like we have another spotter actually letting me know he's going to be down here. It's going to be would be really nice to spot with somebody. Like I said, there's not much going on right now because of the weather. I'm pretty sure the F-16s will be taking off today. usually as I see the National Guard. It's a blue pickup truck that actually patrols the runway to see if there's any, like I said, foreign object debris or anything on the runway that'll be ingested in the F-16 intakes. So it's real imperative they actually check it for any type of objects that'll go into the intakes. Straight ahead, if you look at straight ahead at those hangars over there, those hangars are basically World War II hangars that consolidated, used to modify the B-24 Liberators. They also did modifications on the B-17 Flying Fortresses to go overseas to Japan, things like that. And a lot of modifications were done at this particular location, and they were flown out to their bases in the Pacific. Quite interesting historical fact, guys. It really is. Got a lot of general aviation going in and out today. Yeah, like I said, we've got one spotter at least coming down right now to spot with me here. He's been a friend of mine for a little bit, and he's going to be joining me for a little while. It's actually a nice day to do so. It's not that hot. Going to check the binoculars once again. Okay, Sierra Pacific's got their nav lights on. If you guys can see in the shot here, he's about ready to leave, get pushed back. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to the other tripod here, guys, so that way you guys can have a better angle on what's going on here. So we're gonna We're gonna break down the other one because this is a little bit wobbly. I'd like to show you when Sierra Pacific takes off. Yeah, it looks like Sierra Pacific is actually going to be moving here shortly. Doesn't look like we have any aircraft at the terminals right now. Doesn't look like we have anything on final approach either currently. Was thinking about going spotting over at Davis Monthan Air Force Base. Oh, looks like Sierra Pacific's moving out. All right, we're gonna check out Sierra Pacific here, guys. There it goes. There he goes. He's gonna head out to the runway and then take off. He's taxiing awfully fast. I guess he wants to get out of here. He'll be on the runway probably in the next 5 minutes, maybe less. Yeah, Sierra Pacific's actually going to be lining up shortly. Yeah, looks like he's actually lining up for takeoff here. Yeah. Zoom in so you guys can see what's happening here. There he goes. Now, Sierra Pacific, is so everybody knows, he's actually a carrier that's based out of Tucson, and he goes to different spots. Like he has military contracts. He's got civilian contracts, things like that. And what he does is the company will actually transport things to and from, etc. It's like he's on the roll right now. There we go. Good old Sierra Pacific. Oh, he took off pretty quick. Wow. Fastest and shortest takeoff roll I've seen for a 737 do. That's awesome. All right, so that's Sierra Pacific, guys. We're just gonna wait and see what happens here with the F-16s, and then we'll let you guys know what's going on. Like I said, we'll probably be on for only about an hour today, just for the heck of it, and just see what's going on. Let's go ahead and zoom out so you guys can see all the action. Looks like we got something coming in here. Let's see what we got coming in. Oh, looks like we got an E-175 coming in. Zoom in more. There we go. All right. It's currently almost 8 o'clock, and let's see, it's about 7:50 right now. All right, guys, I'm gonna end it here. We'll probably see you back maybe another day when we do our live stream. So you guys have a great day, and thanks for watching. Um, you guys take care. Hey, Sandy, how you doing?
Doing you?